Yo, what's the deal, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of O's Closet. If you haven't already, I would love it so much if you subscribe to my channel. I made it really easy, really simple. All you gotta do is click the custom OB logo at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and guess what? You get to join the team, all right? Today's episode, I'm giving you top 5 fashion tips for men. Let's get into it. Fellas, I've been reading the comments on Instagram and on YouTube, and I recognize, and I say this humbly and modestly, I recognize that a lot of you guys are looking up to me and looking to me for advice and just tips on just how to be a man and how to carry yourself. So this episode is especially for you guys, man. I want to give you guys a few tips that you can take with you that I truly believe in, and I think that will carry on for the rest of your lives. So I guess without, actually, what am I doing? It's my show. I gotta pour a damn drink. Let me go ahead and do that right now. Tripping. So, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel right now. You may even get a drink later. If you're over 18. I mean 21. Oops. Shows how I was raised. Woo! Shout out to the Boldens! Woo! Drink responsibly. Okay, anyway, let's get into tip number 1. All right, pay attention. Pull out your notepads. Let's get into it. Tip number 1. Get everything tailored. Okay, maybe not everything, but a lot of things. Most things like your dress pants, slacks, chinos, dress shirts, suit jackets. All of these things should be tailored if they don't already come custom tailored when you buy them. There's nothing looks better than having clothes that actually fit you. I know that it's important for men to wear belts and things like that, but that's just an accessory and it's just for the look. It shouldn't always be to hold our pants up. And as I'm giving you guys this tip, as you see, you know, I'm getting some things cleaned up myself. Every couple years, it's important to readjust. Styles change, your weight fluctuates, you may be up, down, good, bad, or indifferent. Things change in life, all right? So we want to stay up to date. The last thing you need, any of us need, whether it be a celebration, i.e. a wedding, or God rest those that have gone, a funeral. You never want to have to pull out a suit out of your closet or something nice out of your closet and it doesn't fit. That's the worst feeling in the world. Keep that in your mind as you're looking through your clothes, as you're looking through your closets. Get everything tailored. All right, let's take a sip and get into tip number 2. Tip number 2, always dress like you're going to a nice restaurant or a club or a nightclub with a dress code, because even if you don't, you still want to look like a man who has plans. I can't tell you how many times I've been out and overdressed for the occasion, and opportunities have come to me solely based on my outfit alone. They become conversation starters, and let's be brutally honest, it completely boosts your confidence, okay? Obviously, you look good, you feel good, they pay good. Y'all know the phrase, but that is tip number 2. Remember, always dress the part, man. Dress like you're going to a nice restaurant or nightclub with a dress code, because you just might. Tip number 3, invest in some really nice luggage, i.e. suitcase, duffel bag, maybe a backpack. Your luggage is a part of your style and should always be held to the same standard you hold yourself to. Now, I got a couple bags that I got here. All right, now, obviously, these two are a matching set. This Louis V Luminor print, right? Obviously, on the more expensive side, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent with you guys. When I got drafted by the Denver Broncos in 2012, there was 3 things that I did with my money. One was I gave my mom, my dad, and my sisters some cash, right? The second thing I did was I got a Chrysler 300. I wanted to get a BMW 6 Series, actually the car that I have now, but a financial advisor advised me to be smart and wait a little bit. So I took his advice on that. The third thing I bought was this luggage. All right, so I knew this was something I really wanted. I knew I wanted to travel in style and look good as I'm getting on and off of airplanes, right? Now, as I said, this is on the more expensive side, right? And it's nice, and it's really, and obviously this is something I'm gonna have forever. I mean, hopefully, Lord willing, one day my son will be hopping on a plane with one of these vintage bags, right? But those aren't the only options you have, right? For instance, I have a very nice Coach duffel bag, right? It's all plain, very discreet, but it looks nice, right? Usually when I travel with that one, I usually have my all black Montblanc backpack to go with it, right? So very discreet, no logos showing, but just nice. As I've always said, you know, you look good, you feel good. You know, as you're walking through the airport, it gives you more confidence. You got nice luggage to go with your fly fit, right? We're all getting older. It shouldn't be just put on whatever as we're walking out the house. You know, the older you get, the more you realize the opportunities are coming left and right, you know? And if the right one comes, you want to be prepared in every way possible. And who knows, he may run into at the airport. So, tip number 3, invest in some nice luggage. Moving on. Tip number 4. But before, let me take my sip. Tip number 4. Buy a nice watch that you can wear with a good business suit. Now, this watch should be classy and functional. And when I say classy, I don't mean expensive, okay? But it needs to, you know, one of those things that a fella will give you a compliment on as well as a lady, right? That's classy to me, okay? Now, I got 3 options here that I wanted to show you guys today, and 3 different price ranges as well. Okay, so the first watch I'm going to talk about is this Wenger Swiss military watch. Okay, I bought this watch back in 2017. This watch right now is going online from anywhere from 60 to 90 bucks. I bought it for $89.99. All right, very solid watch, nice brown leather strap, stainless steel face. Got a lot of compliments on this. All right, moving on to the next watch. All right. Going up a little more in price, all right, a little better brand, okay, a little heavier name, Montblanc. Okay, this is actually one of my favorite watches that I have in the collection. Another brown band, but on the face, on the bezel, working with some yellow gold here. Got a lot of compliments on this watch. I'm a more gold fan than stainless steel or silver, so this just so happens to go with the majority of my jewelry and things of that nature. But I love this suit. And not only am I able to wear with like jeans and stuff like that, it definitely is a banger with the suits, right? And last but not, I didn't even give you guys the price range. This watch is going anywhere from $1,200 to $1,500 online right now. Well worth the dollar. All right, when you think about investing in watches and timepieces, I've always been a fan of the plain Janes, things that will appreciate over time, and hopefully none of us ever end up in a jam, but if you do, you know, you gotta give it up. You know, you wanna think about things like that when you're making these type of purchases. All right, last but not least is the Panerai, all right? So this watch right here is going anywhere from $4 to $6 grand, so it's a little on the expensive side, but well worth it. Very classy, black leather strap, stainless steel face. All right, automatic too. This is the type of watch that does not die. So it's one of those watches you kind of gotta get here, give a little shake, maybe once or twice once you take it out of the, I like to call it the garage. I call it a garage, but wherever you store your watches at, I call these my whips, and I gotta pull them out the garage, right? So whenever you pull it out the garage, sometimes the time may stop, give it a little shake and turn back on. Because these aren't run by battery. You never have to change the battery on things like this. As we're finishing up on the last watch, you know, I just want to mention that, you know, sometimes watches could serve as a conversation piece at a social gathering. Back in 2016, on our way to the Super Bowl, or at the Super Bowl, I met a guy who I now consider a mentor. In fact, I've actually traveled to freaking Italy with this dude on business a year later, and our relationship started from a compliment of a watch. He walked in, I complimented him on his watch, and then he returned a compliment to me from my watch, and our relationship evolved from there. And you just never, like I said, we went to Italy on business, and that relationship started from us just complimenting one another on watches. So very important for us men as we get older. Now, it doesn't have to be the most expensive thing that you own or buy, but it's just important to buy a nice watch. Like I said, it's a conversation starter. It looks good. It goes well with your suits. All right. Last thing you want to, here's an extra tip. No rubber bands with suits. That is out, fam. That's an extra tip. That's not even on the list today. That just popped in my head right now. No rubber bands with suits, okay, fellas? Let that shit go. Put on your big boy, all right? Throw the Apple Watch on the charger. Pull out something nice with the leather strap, preferably, or gold, or stainless steel, or silver, whatever. Just throw the rubber band away, all right? Moving on. All right, last but not least, tip number 5. Have fun and take some risk. That's right, that's what getting dressed is all about, okay? Put on that floral shirt you've been walking by, or those plaid pants that you only been trying on in the mirror at the house. Take a chance, okay? Have some fun with your sense of style. Express yourself, how you feeling in that day, that moment, that week, or that month, right? That's the beautiful thing about getting dressed. We have that opportunity to tell others how we feel without even saying a word to them. All right, that is the most beautiful thing about combining clothes and shoes and accessories all together, making it come together. It's a form of expression of how that person is feeling, how that person is doing, what that person is thinking, all of the above. I personally love taking risks. As you see, I've done a few different things with fits, and I will continue to take those risks, you know, just because I enjoy it, you know, and I'm not really scared of people saying they don't like it. It's all good. Everyone has an opinion. You have an opinion that's watching. I have an opinion that's watching. Sometimes they may be the same. Sometimes they may be completely different. And that's the beautiful thing about people. We all are entitled to our own opinions and to feel our own certain ways, you know. But you shouldn't let the way I feel or the way the next person feels discourage you from dressing the way that you feel. Embrace yourself. Embrace your clothes. Feel good when you put these things on, man. And yeah, stay fresh. It's that moment when I don't know what else to say, so it's like, awkward. Alright guys, thank you for joining me along on today's episode of O's Closet. If you haven't already, be sure to follow me on my new Patreon page as well as Instagram. They're both right here, as well as linked down in the description below. Be on the lookout, merch is on the way soon. I promise you, I know we keep saying it, but I'm gonna keep driving it into your skulls, man, because it's coming soon and I'm gonna want your guys' support. Plus, it's gonna be fly, it's gonna be fresh, and you're gonna wanna rock it too. Alright, so be on the lookout for that. Unfortunately, I ain't finished my drink, so I'm gonna take this to the neck right now. And as always, if you guys enjoyed that video, bang this like button, comment which top 5 you guys wanna see next, subscribe, and on that note, I'm out.